So what do you advise?
I advise to be like that for my
Okay, I love that. I love that. That's good. I love civilians.
They are very useless. I hope them. If I tell them, body go tell them. Tell them somebody that best if they try
So ma, what's your advice?
My advice to them is they let them go to deport.
A video making rounds on social media shows the moment some newly recruited soldiers vow to deal with any civilian who steps on their toes. In the video, the new recruits are seen warning civilians of what will happen if they err. One of the new recruits was asking what she thinks of civilians, and she said they are very useless and hopeless. Can you really imagine? This video came out sometime last year, and people begin to see, oh, this is the reason why these people, or the way they perceive the civilians. And I don't even understand whether they are at war with the civilians, or there's a notion or a mindset that they have with the civilians, or to civilians, that they will make them to be feeling uncomfortable when they see them. And some people are like, oh, maybe these ones are youth, and maybe over the time they will grow out of it, but which I don't really believe, because it's still happening now. It's still happening even after the answers. It's still happening all as we speak. Any little provocation, they just descend on civilians as if they were forced to join the force. Well, another said in the video, the worst thing on earth is to be a civilian. You can imagine. Another said, I will flog them when asked what she will do to erring civilians. But I think some of them are just being recruited now. Burata is sending them to Sambisa to go and face Boko Haram. Sharing the video on Twitter, IBN Rabi wrote, so this is actually what is coming out from the mouth of the people that are supposed to protect us. We are really finished in this country. Nigerians react to the video by tagging the Nigerian army, while some defended them, saying they were just joking, like seriously, they were just joking, and they posted it. If they are joking, or they were joking about it, but what of the ones that we see every day, the way they treat civilians, the way they treat them, the way they try to maltreat and torture them? So how do you differentiate that as a joke and and the reality that we see on a daily basis? Well, call it a youthful exuberance. They will grow out of it. Congratulations, guys. Godspeed in your assignment. Keep making your family proud. Well, nonsense is nonsense. Don't decorate it with plenty English. I guess they just graduated from Defense Academy or something. They are at the lowest level of the command chain. At this level, they basically don't have a mind of their own. But what of the ones that are misbehaving now? So those ones, they are just newly recruited as well. You don't have to be sacred on them. They will surely grow out of it. Did you say protect? Joke. Military babes, after holding arms for like 5 years, their head go calm down. The training you give dog is better than what the Nigerian army gets. They are trained to serve as the attack dogs of one master called Chief C&C. Okay, Nigerians are their prime enemies, and to subdue the populace by any means necessary is the mission of the Nigerian Army British colonial masters. This is totally irritating and annoying. These guys need to be taught how to speak in public. This doesn't speak well of Nigeria Army. Yeah. So this is actually what is coming out of their mouths. You can imagine. It is very, very unfortunate. And like I said, this video surfaced sometime last year. And if you look at what has been happening even before then, just let us overlook it. But between this, when the video came out, and now, during this period and during the answers, and people thinking that, oh, these guys or these people would have learned a lesson, but maybe they just felt it was the Nigerian people were talking about an answer, so it has nothing to do with them. And anytime they see civilians, whether you have done anything or not, irrespective of whatever, but if somebody has even done anything wrong. It is not even in their place. Even the police that are always maltreating and flogging people the way they like, they are not supposed to do that. It is just that we are living in a lawless environment. That is why anything goes. Anything goes. And recently we saw some soldiers, shaving some people's hair, and people will tell you, oh, we support rubbish, we support nonsense, and that is why we are still at this level of our lives, even as a nation. It has brought us to anything. It has brought us all to the lowest level of life as a nation, which we are not supposed to be experiencing. It's unfortunate the way some people try to justify it, or try to defend. Somebody saying that they were joking as how, or they just nearly came out. Of course, if they nearly came out, was that what they were thought? Was that what they were supposed to be doing? Because that has been the order of the day right from time, and they've been hearing this even before now, that they can deal with anybody and nothing will happen. And somebody will tell you, some of them will tell you, I will kill you. Even those ones that would have been misbehaving, like somebody said, maybe after 5 years, it's a lie. They still have that notion, that mindset in them, even if they have spent 10 years. So I don't think it is a youth exuberance. I strongly disagree with someone making such a statement. How can this be? Because the country is itself is lawless. The leaders are lawless. Every whatever, every department, every whatever you might want to call it, is there's lawlessness everywhere. And when people who are with a good mind, when they want to try to correct all of these abnormalities, some people will come and tell you, oh, you don't have right to do that, you don't have right to do this, and we'll still complain that things are not working fine. But when we see things that we're supposed to correct or to disagree with, no, we'll jump at it. But by the time those things begin to haunt us, they will be shouting this and that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate the way they perceive civilians, the way they perceive those who are not a uniform people. And the worst part of it is that, after majority of them must have come out even from all this war, whatever. Once they just come to the town, it's a different thing entirely. And that is why people are asking, why should they be left? We are not fighting war. Why should they be left all over the place? They are all littered all over the place in the country, and we know what they have been doing. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments in the comment section, and let's know your thoughts.